Yeah, obviously it was challenging mentally, physically, but I made the best out of it. Put my head down, went to work every day. I prayed all the time. It really grew my faith, my parents, and I grew from it. It's just a lesson learned for sure.
What was it like when what was kind of a process? When did you learn that news? How did you kind of process it?
Yeah, so it was in the middle of winter before spring ball, and I was devastated. It really caught me off guard. So, it was a rough time, but I moved past it and decided I had three choices. Either I could turn my tail and run away, hide from it, not acknowledge it, or grow from it, learn from it, and make myself better, and that's what I did during the year.
Was there any appeal process, or you learned in January?
Once something like that, there's no appeal process. This is a year, it's not like that.
And what did you feel like you learned from it overall?
You just, everything you do, make sure you go through the trainers first. That's basically it.
Was it just like a supplement that you?
Yeah, man. It's like something you buy a nutrition store.
So, what did last year look like for you then from a football standpoint? I know you were allowed to practice. Were you all scout team? What were you doing?
Yeah, I was doing scout team, which was good because I had to go against Jack and JT every play. But, I didn't get to play in the games, obviously, so I sat. But, I was a good teammate, cheered my guys on, and like I said, I grew from the experience for sure.
How do you feel like you're a better football player?
Oh.
You had kind of a year of not playing games before you practice.
I mean, you're going against the best teams every day, and that's what I was doing. And I wasn't just walking through it. I was going hard and make myself better, so I grew from it for sure.
Do you feel like you're where you should be in your development, even though you didn't get to play last year?
Yeah, I think so.
What's that like mentally each week? You're obviously want to be the good teammate you mentioned during the week, but you don't have that carrot at the end of the line on Saturdays.
I mean, humans are selfish by nature, so obviously I wanted to play, but I accepted it when it happened, and I put my head down and cheered my guys on, and so I did all I really could have done.
How quickly did you turn into making this a learning experience rather than something else?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it took me a little bit. It was definitely hard at first. I had to deal with some stuff mentally, but I would say during mid-spring, after spring, I said, okay, I'm going to be better at this. I've had a really good summer, a really good fall camp, and I grew a lot during the season.
So what's it like now rehashing it here with us?
I mean, again, this is a year ago. I'm way past it. So I'm ready for this season.
What do you feel like your role can be this season?
Whatever they need me to be. I'm an unselfish player. I can provide a lot in the blocking game and the passing game, so whatever it need to be.
What's it been like having Dylan in the middle?
It's been good. He's a great guy. He fits in perfectly with all the guys, so I like him a lot. He's a good guy for sure.
Seems like you guys have a similar build.
Yeah.
Do you kind of try to sponge off him because he's played a lot of football before? And
yeah. I mean, again, we bounce off each other, like you said. So sometimes when we're watching film, I don't know if that's me or him. Sometimes it takes me like a second. Okay, that's Will. But yeah, he's a great addition for sure.
Blocking JT and Jack for a year, could you feel it on your body? Do you feel like that helped in the long run? What was that just like every day in and day out having to block those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're the best in the country at their position, and getting going against them, really work on my technique, my hand placement, my feet for a year. I think for not being able to play, I developed a really good rate.
But I think one of the things that kind of differentiates you from a lot of players that come through is how much you did block in high school.
Yeah.
Did that translate for you right away when you got there? Was there still a transition?
It did, but at the same time, we were a different scheme. We were gap down, 26 down, 26 counter plays. But here it's more, we do gap runs, but it's more zone, so it's different footwork and different body positioning. But I mean, I've in 2 years here, I've picked up on it very well.
Do you feel like there's just an opportunity for all of you in the tight end room, with Cade now moving on to the NFL?
Yeah, we're going to miss Cade for sure, but, we're all competing and we're making each other better.
What's your vibe on just the strength of the brand of college football when you're putting a spring game on Fox, on a network? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it just shows what we have going on at Ohio State, and we're fortunate enough to have a program. I mean, a game on national program. So I think it just shows the power of the program.
What are the biggest things you're trying to accomplish this spring to give yourself that chance to play this fall?
to show that, you know, I can do it. Because I feel like last year I kind of went under the radar a little bit, and that was okay. You know, I accepted that a year ago and learned from it. But you know, I put my head down and I really got better. So now I'm just trying to transition that into the spring and keep it going.
When you say under the radar, is that, you know, internally or more just external?
Like what do you mean?
Like when you say you felt like you were under the radar, in what way did you feel like?
Oh yeah, I mean again.
Last questions for these two guys.
We were you know, I wasn't playing, so obviously I wasn't in the game plan. So I was on scout team for a year. So in that term, I was under the radar. Like obviously, you know, but that was kind of good and bad. There was no pressure, so I got to work on myself. Yeah, I got better from that, like I said.
Is there any difference getting reps with the scout when you're not getting reps with the scout team, but like 1s, 2s, 3s, like that grouping, like just like sort of what you're? I imagine what you're running is more like what you would normally run in the game for either rather than just the opponent.
Are you saying like there's a difference between running scouts and just running our offense?
Yeah,
Oh,
I imagine
yeah.
it's a big difference.
It is, because I mean, you're just looking at drawings and stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll just do this. But I mean, I would always relate it to one of our plays. Just, I mean, college football, a lot of teams run the same concepts. This is who executes it better. And yeah, I definitely just tried to transition to our offense, kind of, okay, well, this is Oro, this is Cab, this is whatever. So yeah, good.